Ladies and gentlemen, if you could welcome the Queensland Suburban Rugby Union team to the field for our
Hello and
first
welcome to
game
Ballymore
of
for
the
the
Australian Rugby
2023 Australian Rugby Shield. Teams from all around Australia have come together to battle it out for both men's and women's. Victoria, ACT, New South Wales, Western Australia, South Australia, Tasmania and Queensland, plus the Australian Defence Force, all here for day one action. The weather is perfect here at Ballymore in Brisbane. Ballymore looks a treat. Sit back, relax and enjoy the next 4 days of the Australian Rugby Shield. Michael Chettle is my name, and for everyone watching around Australia, thank you very much for joining us. We see some real stars of the future coming through, and we thank you very much for joining us. It's been a sea of celebration here the last few days with the younger generation coming through. So the Queensland Healers coming out in the blue, taking on the Suburban team. Throw together of many different clubs, and we'll talk you through that all the way through the call today. The Country Healers to the right-hand side here, the blue. What's to like here for the next few days of Rugby Union?
As quickly as possible, please.
And we're looking at the next 80 minutes of Suburban Rugby at its best and Country Rugby. Queensland Healers just getting together at the start of this week. From all places, all right, North Queensland, all the way through from Surfers Paradise out to Toowoomba. So a real mixed bag of clubs and players, and also as well the Queensland Suburban team with a handful of clubs being chosen, with the Brisbane Irish especially having 8 representatives, and also Redlands as well. And we are underway. Fletcher starts this grudge match. 2 Queensland teams just getting outside the 22-metre line there. Both teams now just trying to feeling out period. Begbie at scrum half. Bit of a high pass, a wonky old pass goes back to Frawley. Frawley watches one go over the dead ball line. Bryce Begbie from Redlands. We just need to warm that one up first. We see the first scrum of the day. Tom Christie, the number 9 for Queensland Healers, obviously telling the referee that went over the dead ball line there. Christie, the number 9 from JCU Mariners, a student of the game. One of the older heads in this team, nickname is Old Bones, from some chatting to players yesterday. One of the oldest in the team, the number 9. And first opportunity now for the Queensland Healers, with Christie with a feed. Fletcher at fly half, Mason inside centre. The number 9 doesn't want to arm, goes up for a free shot. Raymond comes back at the fly half, he goes himself in the first try. Well, the first try there for the Healers, for Josh Fletcher, took it to the line, and it didn't seem like the scrum went up, so there's a free shot, and you see the line speed there, just got over the momentum, and the fly half gets his first try of the match. Australian Rugby Shield started in the year 2000. Just to unearth new talent that we don't usually see from the day-to-day city rugby union, and basically came through about 2008 and revived back in 2018.
Successful conversion, Queensland Country 7, Queensland Suburban L.
South Australia, Perth, and COVID took it away from us in 2020. And then the ACT, South Zealand Griffins took it out in the men's division in 2022. Frawley with a restart. Nicely weighted kick, drops the ball down and goes off to Sali for the Healers. The Healers now will be keen to get down the park. Robinson rumbles through the middle, pops that ball in traffic. There's a halfway line, getting the arms free. Christie goes back to his right wing. Settler there from Jackson from the Toowoomba Bears. Goes out the back door again, just shifting down the left. There's numbers on the left-hand side for the Healers, combining in well and just spills that in the breakdown is Robinson there.
Feels good. No advantage.
You can see both back rowers just drifting on the left and the right-hand side, try to take Cade Robinson from the USC. Bryce Begbie, scrum half, his first pass off the scrum, the breakdown, beg your pardon, wasn't the greatest in the world, but you're looking to improve now. The scrum goes through from the Healers, and the Healers, they get a penalty. The referee saying the tight head there would have been Tim Chapman, just standing up and driving through, so now an opportunity for the Healers to get deep down in Suburban's 22-metre line. Doesn't get out the touch, he says. That'll go over the sideline there. So let's just one here. The kick goes over and just snuck over the line there. Touchy was on the spot. And the first line out of the day goes down. Christie looks around, decides to go back to his... So Tom Sayre from the Roma Echidnas. 5-metre line, breaks off to the right-hand side. Suburban now trying to slow things down.
Okay, leave it there.
Laffy. Christie wants to put out to his back line there. Ty Ford at number 8. He wants to run, but goes back into traffic. 5 minutes gone in this first match of the Australian Rugby Shield. Goes to the number 8, Ford. Offloads again now to Dans. Dans from Brothers Mackay.
Okay, short.
Try line is just there. Fletcher goes to the line. Fletcher, big, long Harbour Bridge pass. Goes out to the fullback. The fullback gets chopped, but stays back up again. And Curtis Raymond from the Teachers West Bulldogs gets their second try, but
It's the second try to Queensland Country 12.
fly half.
Queensland Suburban
Fletcher
nil.
took his time, went over the top, and there was a fullback on fullback, and try time.
Dwayne, what picture are you seeing on your phone? Yeah.
So 12 points to nil so far. Tries to Raymond and also Fletcher.
Yep.
Christie with just a miss to the right-hand side there. Had plenty of distance on that kick. So I'd imagine Queensland Suburban's coach, Shane Murphy, just wanting his Chargers to get down the park, put some pressure on in defence and make the Queensland Healers come out of trouble. It's been all Suburban in defence so far. There's Troy Stephenson now. Goes deep. So now
Inside.
Cookson from Surface Paradise finds the line. This is more like it now for the Suburban team. They get their first opportunity inside the half of the Queensland Healers, and makes no mistake in the line out. Scrum half goes out the back door greatly to Frawley. Frawley off to his centre, Stephenson. There's a 10-metre line right there. Healers not committing to the breakdown. Mays, head down, goes straight through the middle. Chopping tackle on the 10-metre line. Jones, the number 8, the captain. So Jack Knox coming in there playing scrum half. Goes out to the second row is Mays with another run in this stanza. Frawley chimes in. Short passing there to Stephenson. Going backwards now in their attack. Great chopping tackle by the Healers, but momentum now. Knox getting back to where they started. They've gone back about 5 or 6 metres. Mays wants another run, but they go back to the left-hand side, beg your pardon.
Lost it, Blue, lost it. Well done.
So the Suburban team go to the boot. And a knock on by Will Jackson. Beg your pardon, Milan Cookson. And we get a scrum just into the real danger area Queensland Suburban to attack from. The front row of Nepal, Knox and Chapman, taking on Sali, Sayre and Paloga. So in the first couple of scrums there, the Queensland Suburban tight head prop stood up and was penalised. So let's see Chapman for the Brisbane Irish Club corrects his wrongs from last time. Shove goes through, so gets the ball back there, the Suburban team. The number 8, Jones picks up and gets a penalty for his troubles. The back row and offside there, a little bit too fast from the breakdown. Injury here for one of the front rowers. Drive through, the Healers getting the early push, and the Suburban team just couldn't manage momentum, but the front row against the Queensland Suburban team, Arthur Nepal from Redlands, Knox and Chapman, both from Brisbane Irish. So without much of a build-up, getting some combinations. And of course, in these tournaments, first couple of games are a little bit rusty, but with only a handful of matches, there's not really time to get the cobwebs out and they're all guns a-blazing. So Jack Knox, who was awarded the best forward of the year in the Brisbane Irish competition, finds the mark. Here's the best opportunity of the day so far for the Suburban team, but a wonky old throw by the hooker takes all the pressure off for the men in blue. For those of you seeing the Ballymore redevelopment for the first time, just on the camera side here is the McLean stand. It's been a rebuild, a fantastic initiative, and what a wonderful place to watch rugby from. And grounds have been really given a good workout ever since the grand finals here in the Queensland Premier Rugby. Christie finds the wing. It's just outside the 22-metre line. That was Raymond. The scrum half goes back and deep. This time as well from Fletcher. Finds a very nice kick and goes straight down Bakuni from Redlands and shifts it back on the inside to the fullback. deft right foot, a little bit too... No, perfectly weighted kick. Just on the 22-metre line. And it's now Frawley. Frawley looks to the left, goes back to the right. Threads the eye of the needle, goes back deep now is Barlow. Barlow with plenty of time. Nicely puts it onto the toe and finds the sideline. And Barlow. Another player from the Surfers Paradise Club. So Knox hits his target. This time makes no mistake, Begbie. Shifting it out wide, pass to Habib. It was a strong running number 13. The pass was touched there. The referee puts his hand up. And great work by the referee. No intention there in knocking it down. Just had his hand in the air. We've just seen over the last couple of weekends the Queensland Rugby Union Challenger Series, where it's with the Queensland development team taking on the Development 15. And one of the real changes in this particular match is where you could take a mark anywhere in your own half. Really interesting. There's a lot less kicking. We saw a couple of exciting plays where a player took a mark inside their 10-metre line and ran away for a try. It's a real interesting kind of rule. Now, number 9 on number 9. And again, Paloga just getting off the ground very sheepishly. I think his shoulder was troubling him before. Knox met with a wall of defence. Great line speed by Sayre. Sayre's been penalised for his troubles. Now free shot for the Suburban team. Oh, met with a wall of defence by Mason. But he gets on the front foot. The scrum half shifts out to the right-hand side. Fullback coming in. That was a massive forward pass. We come back to the initial penalty. Saw Sayre come right out of the line against his number 2 opponent, Knox.
We're going to
two big bulls meeting in the middle of the park. And Knox just popped one around the jaw.
I know, we're kicking for one.
So 12 points to 0. Queensland Suburban team.
Time's on.
Hits the target, McMahon Smith. 7 or 8 metres out now. And a penalty.
Obstruction. Long chance for obstruction.
Obstruction there at the line out. So pressure reliever there for the Queensland Healers to go deep away from their own try line.
Yep, good there.
And a steal in the line out, but an advantage with the knock on. So Suburban again getting an opportunity. Slow start for them, but they're really peppering the line. McMahon Smith taking the line on, gets her 2 or 3 metres past the 10-metre line. Begbie comes back to the right-hand side with Stephenson plays first receiver. Cut out pass to the fullback. Now down the right-hand side is Papuni. Papuni kicks on. The ball kicks up. Willick, it does kick up for him, but the sideline beats everybody. A little razzle and plenty of dazzle. And Christie gets over the sideline. That'll do. And here is coach Rob Johnson. Just be honest, wants to settle things down. Defensively have been solid, the Queensland Healers so far.
forward. Fine. Six. Hold there. Okay, at the back. Let's
Twisting around now, Christie. Plenty of time, well-weighted kick and goes straight down the throat of that man Papuni from Redlands again. This time puts the perfectly weighted kick, goes a little bit too far, and Fletcher, there's let's get out of here now. Shows back on the inside, Fletcher, shows about go, finds the blind side of flank loose, McMahon Smith gets creamed in that tackle there, and again another penalty. Like as well, so Brian Chong Ni from the Toowoomba Bears in the jersey 18 coming on. Jonah Palonga came out of a couple of scrums, holding that shoulder, so hopefully for Palonga from the Caboolture Snakes, he gets a quick recovery, or maybe it's the precautionary at the moment, so wake up again. Dams just can't connect. Big right, left arm defend, shows and goes and holds onto the pass, and again Ty Ford over the top of the ball and pulls out of that one. Mays.
Okay, tackle release.
Gets up close to the halfway line. Good run there by the second rower. Just taking on the line, and now the ball pops out, but it popped out okay. Retzlaff Chan Tung, the fullback from GPS. Good line speed by the heelers and really putting pressure. And again, just not releasing. Tackler assist there. Shifting back to the left-hand side here. What you see here is the tackler coming over. Maybe potentially just not releasing as that second tackler. Doesn't fire the line. That is coach killer stuff. And Cookson, plenty of time in that left boot on the right-hand side of the park. Works out perfectly for the heelers. For the Suburban team, they've had all the ball in the last 15 minutes. Not bothering the scorecard as of yet. And Byrne. Did you see Michael Byrne there from the Brisbane Irish? His arms went to the left-hand side. Away wasn't straight.
Okay.
Queensland Healers and former Queensland Healers and Orchids players and coaches and managers hosting a reunion at Ballymore on Saturday, September 30th at 1:30. Watch the Orchids and the Healers, and so it'd be great to see all the old players come down and celebrate at country style. Robinson straightens up. Can he get the ball away? No, he's supported by Shaw. Numbers down the left-hand side, takes the line through and just overcooks it. Mason. And may a little bit of feedback there for the referee. So Jackson Frawley hands off to Stephenson. And perfectly weighted kick there by the number 12. 5 metres out. This is where the number 2s, the hooker, their eyes light up like dinner plates. Gets this one right. This one is a great opportunity for the Suburban team to be the first on the park. Oh, well played. Shaw goes up over the top. Laffy cleans up. Offload inside the 5 metre line. Sayre gets that ball back. Another frustration from the Suburban team. Pakuni goes out to Retzlaff Chantung. Numbers down the left, goes out to Habib. Habib straightens up, takes 2 or 3. Laffy over the top of the ball. But number 7, did he pilfer it? No. And yes, he did. He got hold of it.
I'm happy we tried to release.
What's the number 7 here? When Habib goes into contact, the open side flanker latched on, had those feet in a perfect spot, and the quick tap's been taken, gone down the park with Chong Ni. Fresh legs. Christie goes from scrum half. Bit of a wonky old pass now for the winger. The winger comes back in the inside is Jackson. Jackson gets the ball back. Shaw takes it straight through the middle. First real opportunity for a long time has the Healers inside the Suburban half. Shows and goes. Can he get the offload? Oh, great offload by Ford. Goes out to the wheels in Cookson. Cookson down the race and come back to the forward pass. Well, great work there by Ty Ford from the Bond Pirates. Big, strong running number 8. And you can see he just got the offload over the left-hand shoulder. Great work there by Ford.
Thanks, Dwayne.
Another big scrum by the Healers, but the Suburban team come away with the ball. Again, Sam Laffy from the Dolby Wheaton, number 7 for Healers.
Advantage, number 8.
Really annoying at the breakdown. Nice deep kick now. Cookson's had some work to do so far.
8 blue. 8 blue.
Ty Ford penalised. Another relieving penalty for the Suburban team. And that is a great kick for touch. Another opportunity for the Suburban team. They've had a couple of goes so far with no luck or no success. Goes long. The shovel to Begbie. Habib rumbling through the middle. A knock on in traffic. So you can see now here trying to shift that ball out to the left-hand side of the park. They're getting Habib against his opposite number. Just spilt that in traffic was the number 13. Been a strong runner. One of the strong runners of the competition for the Redlands club. Christie goes to the right-hand side. Simple numbers now, getting offload in traffic. Just the Suburban team just throwing their bodies between the ball and the man, which is slow that momentum now with Laffy. Fullback chimes in, great running, great line running here. Gets out to the back 3, goes off to the wing. The winger, Cookson, comes back on the inside. I think the touchy might have something to say about that. It's numbers, and Sayre looks around, offloads to his second rower. Second rower now leaves that ball, goes out to Barlow. Barlow to Raymond. Raymond, will he get his second for the day? No, he doesn't. The try line is just there. Oh, stolen out of the line.
No try. 13 pushing off the ball.
They're taken off the ball, and the penalty goes to the Healers now with a really good opportunity after defending for what seems like an age. The Healers decide to go for a scrum. Assistant coach is Stuart Beakley and also Brad Tronk. Bradley Tronk, a former second rower himself. Queensland Premier Grade rugby player and a real also coaching the Sunshine Coast now, 3 premierships in a row.
Hold there.
A scrum doctor. This is being called now with Christie. And a penalty. Not driving through the middle in the front row, so a penalty now goes towards the Suburban team, and they get some relief. So in this Suburban team, 8 Brisbane Irish players, 8 Redlands players, 1 from North Lakes in the squad. GPS have got 2, Ipswich have got 2, Goodna 3, and Wests have got 1 player in the squad. So and the ball gets cleaned up by the second rower, Mays. Mays gets over the top. It's a battle now just over the halfway line. Begbie.
Yep, no, ball's available. Well done.
Stephenson, left foot kick, drives it through the middle, doesn't find the line. The ball's back in play, the ball kicks up and leg break to the right-hand side, and that's a restart.
Ball's right. That's correct, yeah.
So Suburban now coming out of trouble with Knox, and Knox is offloads in traffic, and again goes back inside the 22. Straight down the throat for the fullback, Raymond. Raymond, little left foot kick. The ball's got to be kicks up nicely for the Suburban team. Oh, well done. Great skill there. But puts that one back on the inside and threads the eye of the needle. Now Fletcher. Fletcher, he's got his numbers to the right, but Fletcher's got one way only. He's looking. Little deft foot kick, trying to get that 50-22. The ball kicks back on the inside. Into the championship minutes of this first half. 12 points to nil, the Queensland country coming out, all guns are-blazing. After 2 quick tries, this one's been a real arm wrestle. Don't forget,
Is there a responsibility?
coming up after this, we have our ACT and New South Wales Kestrels taking on the ADF. Beth Newman will be taking you through that one there. So day 1 of this Australian Rugby Shield. 4 goes off the top. Fletcher shifts it out to his centres. Damaging run, offloads in traffic. Just can't seem to get, but knock on was in traffic. Now Christie goes for a quick tap, looks around, shifts himself. Christie goes to the line. Tom Christie, the veteran, gets a try. Well, great momentum there from the number 9. And a quick tap here by Tom Christie. Looks up, left foot step, accelerates through, just had one to beat, and goes adjacent to the upright there. So Tom Christie adds to his tally. And makes no mistake, so the Healers, they go ahead. 19 points to 0. Restart for the Queensland Suburban team. A really handy kick there from Cookson. These teams back in action on Friday the 29th. The Healers taking on the Griffins, the ACT, and the Suburban team taking on the Axemen. They play later on this afternoon. The fullback, Wrestler Chen Tung, is taken by a real good chopping tackle. The Suburban team will be the next team to score because now Begbie taking to the line, gets held up. Christie putting his hands in the air, and he gets the decision for his team, and just couldn't get, scrum half just couldn't get his knees on the ground fast enough. Forward, the ball twists around, goes out to Christie. That's all she wrote at half time. So that's it at half time. The Country Healers, they lead 19 points to 0 at the Queensland Suburban. We're going to take a quick break. Back for all the second half action in just a few moments. Go back to second half action. Don't forget, we've got our under-18s test matches. Australian schools taking on New Zealand schools. Game 1 from Viking Park, on the 28th of September at 2 p.m. And then on Monday, the 2nd of October, a return match from Viking Park at 12 p.m. as well. So day 2 of the Australian Rugby Shield, Friday 29th of September. Saturday the 30th is day 3 of the finals. Monday the 2nd October, all at Ballymore. Plus the Wallaroos playing on the 30th of September in the Rugby World Cup. Australia taking on Portugal in what will be Australia's last game of the Rugby World Cup, 2 or 3 weeks early for everybody watching. So here we go, we're underway for the second half action. The Country Healers leading 19 points to 0. 2 quick tries in the first half, then one just at the breath of half time for the Healers. But the Suburban team, plenty of pressure in their attack. Just can't seem to break the line of the men in blue. Thank you for joining us wherever you're watching around Australia as Begbie. Fresh legs now for both teams in this second half. Mays goes himself. A little bit of a bobble now for the Suburban team. Not the greatest way to start your second half, fresh legs.
Scrum.
Number 20 for the Suburban team, Jordan Tukor. Queensland red. And an absolute whacking machine.
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
Great, well, good scrum there by the Suburban team, and they get a square up from the first half. And got underneath the front row of the Queensland Healers, and the front row there come up back slapping, and that's when all the halfbacks and fullbacks and fly halves come in and say, congratulations, we've got no idea what you did, but we've got a penalty.
Line for middle.
Great momentum now for the Suburban team to get on the scoreboard for the first time. Again, Knox at the back, taking his time, twisting
Yep, he's fine.
the Healers around, and the referee says coming straight through the middle is fine. You can hear the referee in the effects mic say, yeah, he was fine. So now the knees on the ground, has to release in the breakdown. There's a 22-metre line now. Frawley wants the ball. He gets it. Big shift, and Frawley at the back there now. Comes to the winger. Papuni goes to the right, comes back to the left. Is a likely character, touching the ball a few times in the first half. Stephenson, first receiver. Oh, that's a hit and a half there. The big right shoulder by Salih. And the front rowers just settle things down like all good front rowers do. Begbie looks around. Short pass to the number 8, Jones. Scrum half darts and weaves and coming at some tied forwards. And an arm wrestle there, but coming away with that was Lockie Curry.
No red, no red! Yep, fine.
From the Surfers Paradise Club, and now again another opportunity for the Suburban team, taking their time. Jones misses that one out. Frawley settled things down. Now there's Tuchel now, one of the assistant coaches as well, and really listening to the veteran, and a little knock on there at the breakdown.
Lost forward. Yeah. Keep it to yourself, please. Lost forward, blue ball. Yep.
So Dan Mays
I'm aware it's your ball, so he's either going to go over or stay on.
just with
It's either on or off.
the right hip.
It's either on or off, no time off. Make a decision, you're on? Okay. Time's on. Set up, boys. Your scrum.
Queensland
Set up.
Healers, really a whole array from all different sub-unions from around Queensland. So wherever you're watching from, we welcome you from your far north Queensland all the way down to the Gold Coast. All of the regional teams play against each other, then selection happens from there.
Bind!
Queens is such a big state.
Sit!
They get together just on Monday, first real run on Monday.
Yeah. Same channel. Same channel. Boys,
Suburban team.
there's a couple new front rowers on, okay? And we've got guys all with the team chat. So you remember the team chat? We stick by that standard. Same channel.
Fresh legs on the left-hand side here. Matalao from the Brisbane Irish Club. Quite a tall front rower.
Crouch! Bind!
Really giving his tight head opponent some problems at scrum time. Great drive through by the Suburban team. Really driving through, and the referee has no problems with it. Mason breaks one. Mason looks around. He's got 3, goes out to the left winger. Cookson puts it on the shoe, goes deep down inside the Suburban half and goes, oh, a little bit too much. Dives to the ball, just gets there.
Come off. Come off.
Well, let's go to, we can be the bunker here, referee, and although we've got no word there. See that ball popping through, and as the ball just kicks back on the way through, and you can see the
So right hand jump there.
so the
Goal line drop out. Yep.
the Suburban team
No
puts
try.
the ball on the line.
Goal line drop out.
And what a kick by the Healers. They were on their own 5 metre line. They've gone end to end, and now a dropout for the Suburban team.
Good, boys.
The bounce of a rugby ball. It can be rocks and diamonds, and that one was really diamond for the Suburban team. Forward. And the Bond Pirates tie forward. Cut out pass getting on the left-hand side there. Down Mason. Mason is starting to really create some havoc down that left-hand side of the park. That's his second run in the space of a second. Oh, big right arm goes out, gets taken through, and Shaw. How did he hold that one? Great skill like Sully. That's a metre away from the try line. The pick, the go. Great work there by the Suburban defence. Drives back the Healers a metre or two. And looking up, the referee says that's a try.
Another try there to Queensland Country. They see a lead, 24 points to 0.
And it could be the loose head prop. Sali there puts his hand up, wants to come off, and great work there by the Queensland Country Healers.
That's okay.
So great work there by the Healers. They were really absorbing so much pressure down on their try line area.
Good work there, boys.
The Queensland Healers only getting together a couple of days to go, and yesterday in a training mishap, Casper Turner snapped his Achilles in their team run, and chatting to a couple of their players last night, if you don't know what an Achilles sounds like when it snaps, it's like a clapping noise. And Casper is a tough man. No real pain was needed, supposedly, but I tell you what, that is a devastating injury for Casper. So we really hope that Casper Turner has a speedy recovery. And let me tell you, that injury is something that takes a long time to come back from. The Suburban team with another restart. So Stephenson with a restart. Goes deep. And Christie puts the torpedo. Doesn't get the best attachment on it now. Suburban just trying to make sure the Healers coming out of their own half in trouble. Jackson accelerates. Jackson goes straight through. Run there by the right winger, gets plenty of metres. That's inside the Suburban half. Another aggressive tackle by the Queensland Suburban team. Christie gets out to his second rower dance from Brothers Mackay. Big raw bone second rower, like tackling a bag of hammers. The ball bounces up, just bounces back on the inside. There is Malthafa.
No, leave it!
Malthafa, sorry, beg your pardon. The reserve winger.
And use it. Hold. Good. Cut back.
So Stephenson playing first receiver. There's numbers down the right. Now here is Papuni. Papuni takes it as far as he possibly can go. The ball bounces back, goes from left to right. Shifting now is the Healers. Running, dancing, going straight through. Chopping tackle, just misses the mark there, was Mays from Ipswich. Fresh legs again by Davinson from the Dolby Wheaton, number 21. Acceleration to Buakuri from USC. Christie. Pass is okay, goes to the back. Caught in momentum there from Barlow. Curry first receiver. Big cutout pass to the wing. Just doesn't hit the mark. And that was asking questions for Will Jackson. And the ball just goes out in front of Jackson.
Red ball.
And you might be able to see now that the Queensland Healers are trying to shift the ball from left to right, trying to get on the outside of the Suburban team, tiring this team out.
Option. Scrum the line up. Scrum.
Another missed time throw there by the hooker.
Pre-game chat, eh?
Paloga back on the park. Good to see after it seemed to be a shoulder injury for the tight head prop.
Ethan, you got it, mate. Crouch! Bind! Sit!
Scrum going forward, Christie taking his time, and so does Ford. Now, all short passing, the wing gets on, over the top pass. Now, again, Barlow running through the middle, trying to combine with Cooks and his Surfers Paradise teammate. The shovel pass goes back into the 22-metre line. Doesn't matter how it gets there, as long as it gets there.
Thank you. Touch.
To Buakuri. Not much kicking in his repertoire, I would not imagine. Beats one, beats two. Gets driven all the way through onto his back. Christie with plenty of time in his hands there. Robinson. Goes out the back door to Davidson. Mason asking some real questions. Big man in the centres, really light-footed as well.
Yep. Advantage.
Advantage is played on. Such a foot race down the middle of the park. This is a really interesting advantage now for the Suburban team. Goes over the top, hips and shoulders in there everywhere. And we come back to a not staying on the feet and killing the ball.
No, marks here. 11.
And don't forget, coming straight up after this match, the ACT and the New South Wales Kestrels taking on the Australian Defence Force. We're taking through the commentator Beth Newman, taking through all that action. And I'll be back with the ACT and South New South Wales Griffins taking on the Victorian Axemen. The Griffins are the current reigning champions in the men's division.
Advantage. Yep. In the line out. Scrum on the 15. That's forward. Red scrum. Ethan, you got that side, eh?
The next few days managing what rugby you are going to be watching as well. We've got their Australian under-18 test matches and the New Zealand under-18 school game from Viking Park at 2 p.m. on Thursday the 28th. And the corresponding match is on the Monday at 12 p.m. as well. So let's get back to this action. Sheridan, new scrum half, comes on the park. Crashing ball is Habib. Habib has run very strong. Tupou. Tito from Goodna. Habib, after a little bit of a breather, coming back on the park, trying to dominate in that middle part of the field. Mays. Good phase play here from the Suburban team, trying to get out back to Papuni. Papuni beats another one, beats two, beats three. Comes back on the inside, beats 3 or 4. Great run by the man from Redlands. Mays again playing first receiver, has not stopped all day, has been turned inside out, but still, again, Habib, first receiver, takes on the line himself, and another big hit by the Queensland Healers. So aggressive in their defence, picking and driving through. There's a 22-metre line just behind the breakdown.
Let's use it.
Fafa here on the wing. Picking and driving, goes straight over the top of the ball is again the Healers, but Suburban get away with that one there. Now, Sheridan, he wants his forwards to keep on driving through. 10 metres out from the line. Sheridan reaches out to Stephenson, gets folded in two again. Ball gets nicely placed back. Numbers in there in the defensive line. Little deft foot kick. Does he get the line? No. Winger on winger, and the referee comes back to another penalty.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you. 6. Roll.
So Cade Robinson not rolling away in the quick tap. Tupou gets the momentum. Now the pick and drive by the Suburban team and get pilfered. There's no connection there. Well, that's a great pilfer there by Colby Mason from the Moranbah Bulls. Right on the try line there. As we know, it doesn't matter what level of rugby union you play, if you don't latch on when you're running the ball, you're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm going to go and find out. No. I'm going to go and find out. Leave it there.
So great to see over the last couple of days, Queensland coach Les Kiss speaking to all the teams.
As I said, guys, on
Great to get the Queensland Reds coach coming down, chatting to these men and women, just to talk about the game, what he looks for in players, also about the future of Queensland Rugby Union.
On.
Over here, I would imagine, with
Physio.
pen and paper in hand, writing down any names. It just may be someone down the track that may be someone they might call on one day. Who knows?
Outside. Option. Scrum or line. Scrum. Scrum.
Year 2000, the Australian Rugby Shield started.
Your hips or what?
3 years off during the COVID
That's
time.
been good the last couple.
2019 Perth, took it out 2018 South Australia. The current men's champions are the ACT South New South Wales Griffins.
Crouch! Bind!
Interesting to see.
Sit!
On Monday afternoon, who'll be the new championship. And Monster at the breakdown there, just took his time, as well as Ty Ford in the scrum half with Sheridan. Like a seagull on a chip there, all over the top of the ball. And the Suburban team now, no quick tap this time. Go for the line and just wanting to get these opportunities now.
Okay, Ethan,
won't come around much longer.
I'm not going to stop. Their ball.
So you were from North Lakes. Gets that ball back, and again another.
It's out here, outside shoulder. Option.
Well, when you've got
Scrum.
you're too critical of your hookers here, but major roles, the hookers throwing the ball in straight, so getting that right, get the cobwebs out in this first match, and then all of a sudden, bang, things click a little bit easier.
Crouch! Bind! Sit! Hold on. Down. The last couple we've been able to keep it high, both of us, so. Just a slip. Okay. Yep. Nice long binds, keep our weight up. Let's go again, boys, let's go! Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Quick throw in.
Flags up. Flags up. Flags up. Is it their ball or their ball? Their ball? Okay. It's still your ball, you just can't go quickly.
So now, Newer to redeem himself from the last line-out throw. This time goes down the throat of Atalau. Sheridan looks around, goes back to the right-hand side. No, he decides to box kick. A little bit of a trick play there. And Christie takes that mark.
Yep, that's all. Yeah. You kick it up. Full kick.
Suburban team with another opportunity, but
Red ball.
we've got to give credit where credit's due. The Queensland Healers defence has been relentless today, and every time the Suburban team have had an opportunity, the Healers defence has just been aggressive in contact. Now, Stewart goes out to Cooper. The Townsville brothers gets up to the 10-metre line.
Fine's good. That's all good. Okay, blue,
Turnover
leave
has
it,
been
leave it,
made.
blue.
Clean turnover.
Ball's available. Good. Play on. Ball's out.
Mays hits and spins. Finds a wall of blue jerseys. So well picked up in traffic. Ribs were right open there, and that's always a dangerous part. Jones hits and spins at breakdown and attaches on there, and
Straight on the ball, holding.
well, what about that one there? Front rowers aren't meant to move that fast, but that was a sensational play there. You could just see right at the end there, the big front rower turned around and picked it off, and I think it could be Lockie Curry. Yes, it was Lockie Curry from Surfers Paradise.
Numbers, boys. How many?
You can see front rowers getting
5.
pilfers.
There you go.
Old Ford himself very, very happy to see how the game has progressed. Another sport line out, so both training sessions this week or the next game will be that bit of line out training. Stephenson
Outside 22.
gets plenty on that, but goes straight down the throat of Tabua Kuri. Offloads in traffic again and gets the run. Great passing there from the Healers, and the referee comes back for the forward pass. Let's have a look at that one there if we can. Look at Tabua Kuri down, straightens up. Great offload here.
There's
In
no time
traffic.
off, so how quick can you do it?
Well, great work in traffic for the Healers. Got a few alarming signs down that right-hand side, but broken play.
Right. The standard's a lot better, but just jump on the flight.
Exciting times here.
Okay, let's set up. Let's set up.
The next
8
few
minutes
days
left.
of rugby.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. Straight down. Boys, the mark is here. Come on. Do better than that, Mark's here.
Penalty now for the Healers. Trying to just etch a little bit more for 24 points to nil. Robinson, 22-metre lines just there. Ball goes back on the inside, and just the arms came out again, and the kicking duel is from the forward. How good's that?
Off you go. Rocks over. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I know. I know. Your penalty.
All the way
You're
back.
playing on?
Well, that was a great inside pass there from Cooper for Tabua Kuri. But the hands of one of the Suburban players just reached out, was in the right time at the right spot, straight in the middle, and it was a foot race down the park. And gee, I tell you what, that would have been a lovely opportunity to get their first points on the board. Not too long to go in this first match, and straight after this, with Beth Newman taking us through our first women's game of the Australian Rugby Shield. The ACT and South New South Wales Kestrels take on the Australian Defence Force.
Let's go.
And we've got games all the way through to 7:30 this evening. So sit back, relax, enjoy.
Thank you. Water off, let's play.
It's a rugby-a-thon here at Ballymore in Brisbane. Shows and goes. Another opportunity for Barlow. Barlow with the right little pop out the back, and now the fullback Raymond already scored one this afternoon. Shifting to the left-hand side. Tabua Kuri, he's got numbers coming up. The winger, does he go in? I think he does. Yes, he does. Had a brace of players on the inside of him, but went himself, and watch here, shows his three runners, but decides to go himself. Momentum got him over the line. And Queensland Country go ahead. That was again a line-out throw, went astray.
Just on the 5-9. Can I grab some? Sorry. Thank you. Keep going well, boys. Almost done, eh? Close it out.
Conversion unsuccessful.
Queensland Country accept their lead. 29 points to nil.
29 points to nil here, the Queensland Country with not too long to go.
Thank you.
We are about to restart. 29 points to nil, the Queensland Country scoring two quick tries in the first half and just grinding through. Defensively have been really strong. But the Queensland Suburban team, although the scoreline probably doesn't flatter them all that kind of much, and offloading in traffic, and now coming from right, coming to left with Barlow, swatting away like flies. Curran from the Roma Echidnas. Driving through the middle of the scrum half, goes up. Charged down in the air and taken well by, of course, Daniel Mays. Has been everywhere. The second row from Ipswich.
Knocking advantage.
Jones.
Advantage over.
Frawley playing second receiver again, goes to that winger again, and I'll tell you what, there's 15 blokes in the field. I wouldn't be kicking to this guy in the full every time. Oh, there's a hit and a half. What about that one there? The winger comes in, thinks happy days, and booyah! Offload is Tupou. Shifting down the left hand side. Oh, flick back on the inside here. Here's a real opportunity for Frawley. Frawley goes to his winger again.
Okay, leave it. Well done.
Defensive, well read by the Queensland Healers now. Short passing. Trying to get the Healers on the back foot. Picks and drives against Sheridan. Sheridan goes himself. Gets over the 5 metre line. Try line is inches away. Tupou tries again for another offload. Slow ball here for the Suburban team. And a knock on there right at pressure. You can see the frustration. Well, what about that there? Great work there by the Suburban team.
2 minutes, boys.
Really exciting stuff.
Say again, just over here. Your ball.
Just at the 67-minute mark, just knocking that ball on in traffic. But wow, what about that offload down the left-hand side? So 29 points to nil.
Yep. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Scrum time going to go all the way here for the Queensland Country team. Well, it's been a pretty dominant display here, and as Tom Christie comes off the park, plenty of fresh legs now in the last couple of minutes, getting some game time early on in this tournament. So we'll see both these teams back on Friday into the final moments of this round 1 match now. Kakula,
Leave it now. Well done.
best back for the Brisbane Irish team 2023.
That's the end. 22 left it, you lost it forward on the floor. Keep it to yourself.
The referee's been very stern in his feedback to the players about keeping things to himself. So really set a standard. Great work there by the referees. Let the game play, let it flow. Hasn't been a talking point of this match, so.
Sit. Hold there. Yep, fine.
The scrum half now.
Inside, mate.
Tries to
Backwards.
flick that ball over and under and through. And that's all she wrote for this round 1 match. Queensland Country are successful. 29 points to nil over Queensland Suburban, so a lot to like for both teams. Although the Queensland Suburban did not score in this match, they asked plenty of questions of their country opponents. We're going to be back very, very soon. The ACT taking on the ADF for our first women's game of this tournament, with Beth Newman calling the action. Michael Chetler is my name. I'll see you very, very soon. Thanks for joining us.
Up next is the first game in the ARS women's competition as ACT Southern New South Wales take on the ADF.